So we are in Ireland, obviously, for the Phorest Salon Summit, and obviously it's so far to come for me, Australia. Oh my God, 24-hour flight to get here, pretty much. That I just decided to get here early, thank God, because my jet lag has been like nothing you've ever seen. It's like, when you get older, like, does jet lag, you just not recover from jet lag? Like, because I can remember when I used to backpack when I was younger, maybe 1 or 2 days you'd be out. But seriously, um, I'm on like when did I get here? I'll count last Friday, really, as day one. And then, what is it today? Wednesday today. And I'm still like clockwork, waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning. Um, so it's a bit, not shaking it. But I'm glad I came a week early because honestly, if I had to go into the Phorest conference with the fatigue that I've had over the last week, man, I would not have been any use to anybody. Like, it would have been bad. So I'm really excited because I love Phorest. And this, I'm not selling anything, or, I just really feel like as a software company for salon and clinic owners, like, they really are the most innovative. Like, they are. And I love the fact that, I can sit down with the founder, Ronan, and hang out with the likes of, the Aussie CEO, Sandy, and have real talk conversations about what needs to happen in the software for salon and clinic owners to feel like it's supporting their businesses, So before I left, I consulted a lot of the clients at Freedom Mastery are using Phorest. Most, actually, most. Not because we try and push it or anything, but it's just because, like, as far as functionality goes, reporting goes, we just find it is literally the most user-friendly and the best software to use. So we really do kind of recommend our clients go in that direction in terms of software, particularly for reporting. Like, it makes me laugh. Like, I've just started using, what do you even call this? I I just forget. The bronzing sticks, new purchase. Before I invest a bit heavier, I just got the cheapo version, the M and Co beauty, just to see like whether I even like it. It's not bad. Sometimes I wonder, like, does it even work? But yeah, I like it. It makes me laugh. Salon and clinic owners who don't invest in good softwares make me laugh. Like, it's kind of like, oh, I forgot the nose. Okay. Bit of noise action there. It's kind of like they'll get a free software. I don't even know if there's bloody free softwares these days, but really low cost, low sort of, if you want to call it analog style piece of software. And most of it's driven by budget in terms of they're just like, oh, I just need something to book appointments on. But the reality is, your software is so much more than that. And I'll never forget, I had a conversation with Sandy once just about like the capacity of softwares. He said something along the lines that most salon and clinic owners are only utilizing their software to like 20% capacity. And what I mean by that is like all the user features. Like a lot of business owners just go, oh, I don't know how to do it, or I don't have time. So they just use the very basic that's available to them on the software, or even worse, they go and get a software that doesn't cost them much and doesn't have a lot of user function on it. And to me, like, if you are in a business, and it doesn't matter whether you're a sole operator, whether you're a clinic, like you're running big teams, like if you don't have a software that can provide you really solid reporting, why are you in business? Like, even if you're a sole operator, you need to know your metrics. Like, you need to know sort of what retail ratio you're running. You need to know how many clients are committing to, your rebook, if you like, or to me, it's about committing to those treatment and service plans. Like, how do you actually know you're doing what you're supposed to be doing if you don't have a software that's measuring what you're doing? Like, so it literally freaks me out when people just go, oh, I'll just do business and, I'll just buy a cheapy software or one that's free, and they're not really interested in the metrics. It's like, if you're not interested in the metrics, just go work for someone. Like, not that, but even then, like, you wouldn't want that person fucking working for you, right? Like, sorry for the swearing. I'm probably deciding whether I'm going to swear on this vlog. I don't know. That's kind of me. I can't help it. So it's like if I don't swear, I'm probably not being myself. But then I don't even know whether YouTube lets you swear. Who knows? We'll find out. But yeah, like softwares, you just cannot slum it. You can't afford to slum it on softwares because they can be super powerful in terms of not just reporting, but marketing features. You know, re-engagement emails, reminders, appointment confirmations. It's so funny. I was having a chat with an old client actually the other day. She did a post and she's like, booked out, blah, blah. And I'm like, you're sick, girl. Like, I just love it. You're killing it. She's a sole operator. Did the team thing, wasn't super aligned with where she wanted to be. And I messaged her on Instagram. I'm like, so happy for you. You deserve to be fully booked. But to be fully booked, you have to be bloody good at what you do. And you're obviously bloody good at what you do, right? Anyway, she's like, oh, you're going over to Ireland? I'm like, yeah, yeah. And I've just said, because she's a Phorest user, I said, is there anything you need? Like, because I've got a whole list of things. Like, I'm literally going to meet and have a chat with Ronan about some of the features that we need over in Australia. And New Zealand's also on my radar. So, hey, New Zealanders, don't worry, I got you. Because Phorest is not even in New Zealand, and that makes zero sense to me. So I'm going to have that conversation. But she's like, oh, something's wrong with and anyway, long story short, she said something along the lines of, oh, do you need to, with her SMS reminders, do you need to pay? I'm not sure I want to pay for the reminders, the texts. I'm like, girl, like think about what you just said. Like, is it worth more to you to pay? I don't know how much a text is on there. Let's say it's 15 cents. 15 cents for a text versus a missed appointment or a no-show. Like, they cost so much money. No-shows and late cancellations, I've sat with business owners and calculated like insane tens of, and in some cases hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of loss in no-shows and cancellations for businesses. Like, it is one of the biggest liabilities in a business. And often salon and clinic owners don't even strategize around it. They're like, oh, well, it is what it is. I send out my reminders and blah, blah, blah. But this hairdresser was like, well, it's just too much money to spend money on the SMS. I'm like, but imagine if it reduced your no-show cancellation rate. Like, imagine if it was saving you, $150 appointments because your text went out, someone went, oh shit, I can't attend. Hey, I'm going to let you know. And you've got 7 days to refill that appointment because your texts go out 7 days in advance. Like, for 15 cents, it just saved you $150 booking that you could now have enough time to market and gap fill and replace that appointment. So it's just like, and your software can do that for you. It's like sometimes I just think salon and clinic owners just think so small. Like, they just think of what's in front of them. Oh, it's a text. It costs 15 cents. It's like, dude, it's not the 15 cents. It's like the $300 colour booking that doesn't show up. It's like, we just got to get the thinking right sometimes in business. It's not, people are often not, it's not the strategies that make people successful. It's the way that they think about things, So, yeah, so that's what I'm doing. I've got a list. I'm making a list. I'm checking it twice. I've got a list of naughty and nice salon owner. Just joking. So, yeah, that's what we're doing. And it's going to be awesome. And hopefully we can get some further innovations, more refinement, bug fixes and things happening. And primarily that's why I'm here. That's what I want to try and achieve whilst I'm here. Shit. I've just realised the car's bloody manual. You're kidding me. I have not driven a manual car in about 10 years. Oh, 20 years. Fuck's sake. Oh, the clutch. Fuck me. Why? Don't let me book things. What up, vlog? So obviously still in Ireland, still leading up to the Phorest event, doing a little bit of traveling, but there are days like this where, I got a download this morning, actually like this is obviously day one of my blog, right? And the reason why I started it was because on my 4 a.m. wake up, I was woken up to a brutal, like, you need to start a vlog. Like, it was so clear in my mind that I needed to start documenting my journey and my experience. I'd because I'd been thinking about launching a YouTube, and I just thought, oh, I'm just sick of doing the same stuff over and over again. And obviously he came to me this morning in my what's it called? My jet lag haze, which is always, it's funny, you always get downloads at the most obscure times. Like, weird. But also got the download, started this vlog today, feeling really inspired around obviously different bits of content. And I thought I'd also share the fact that obviously I'm traveling and I'm looking outside going, oh, there's probably a million things that I should be sightseeing. But it's one of those days where I'm feeling so stimulated, like, so, like, there's lots of ideas, there's lots of, like the vlog, that I am struggling to leave the hotel room. Like, I'm writing, so I'm in like a creator mode right now. I don't know whether you ever experience that. Like, do you just have some days where you're absolutely on fucking fire, business and idea wise? It used to happen to me. I used to be a runner. I'm not even going to say I used to be a runner. I used to run distances for a period of my life. I'm absolutely not a runner. That is not my identity. And I used to find that I'd get real big downloads and stimulation, and stuff would come to me while I was running. These days it's traveling and having space to think, is where I get my inspirations from. So I have not been able to leave today. I haven't been able to leave the room today because I've been literally just like hyper-stimulated with ideas and things that I need to write down and stuff that I need to record and, all of the things. But in the process of that, one of the other things that's really important to me, not just as a business owner, but as a person, is developing myself, right? So, and I just feel like salon owners don't do this enough. Like, they develop the salon hair, skin, and beauty professionals love their technical training. They love it. They love it. It's like psychologists, because I'm a psychologist, right? It's like psychologists love going to development days, like training sessions and workshops and conferences. All professionals love that shit, right? Like, they love to attend an event. Hairdressers love a color, workshop, or skin therapists love to go to the corneotherapy, conference. And we're forever loving upskilling ourselves in skills, right? What we don't do enough of, though, which is not something that I do, which is why I'm sharing this with you, because I think it's probably a bit of a life hack, to be honest, but one that people often avoid, is they don't develop themselves psychologically. They avoid the internal work. And I'm not just talking about deep trauma therapy sort of stuff, because that's hard, but I'm just talking about the everyday opportunities to actually take a look at yourself, to engage in some self-reflection, to document and tune in, document how you're feeling, to drop into your body and notice what's going on. I make a commitment to that, an ongoing commitment to that, and I'll share with you some of what I'm doing today as part of that commitment while I'm in this hyper-stimulated sort of state. It's the perfect moment to actually sit down and anchor into some things that I've been trying to work through. But every time I go to have these conversations with salon or clinic owners, or I bring it down a layer or two, I'm just met with like either defensiveness, resistance, avoidance. Like, you just don't want to go there. You just don't want to go there, right? And I think that the reality for every single fucking human being on this planet is you can continue living an unconscious life if you want to. You really can. You can keep going to the corneo conferences. You can keep, doing the hair cutting courses but And it's still somewhat fulfilling to enhance skills. Don't get me wrong. You've got to keep upskilling yourself as a professional. I'm not saying don't upskill yourself. But what I'm saying is equally balance your internal development and your commitment to your growth as a human being, psychologically, emotionally, and energetically, as much as you do your technical skills. You do that, and honestly, you will live such a joyful, fulfilled, you will just live the best life that you could. And I'm a walking, talking testament to that. Like, there is no doubt whatsoever that upskilling in business, in strategy, is important to me. I spend hundreds of thousands of dollars a year on strategy. And I'm going to talk about that in a minute because it is actually one of my internal bottlenecks, right? I invest big on learning from mentors, coaches, people that are doing things in their businesses, whether it be earning, you know, one of my mentors, I think, did sort of $38 million last year or something. It's like, wow, how do we make $38 million? That's pretty cool, right? Well, what does the marketing look like? What does the business structure look like? What do the operations look like? What does the org chart look like all the strategic shit, right? That's important. But also, it's, you're not going to be able to you're not going to be able to reap the rewards of that. Also, you're probably not going to be able to get the best result out of that learning if you're not expanding yourself. And in fact, you can't even get the results without the expansion, the inner growth. So, one of the things that I'm doing today in my hyperstimulated state, in working on myself, is I've just put aside some time. I have the work that I've done over the last sort of couple of weeks, and I work with a variety of different mentors, in energetics, wealth creation, um, manifestation. Like, I've got lots of different people doing different things. But one of the things that I've stumbled across in the last couple of weeks is blockage around the fact that I equate making money to heavy investment in strategy. So, for example, in 2025, I invested in some coaches to the tune of around $100,000, and they were strategy coaches. And what I realized was when I actually got into those programs was I was looking at the course content going, oh shit, I actually already know this stuff. I've already got that document. Oh, I've got that structure. And I would never ever say it wasn't a worthwhile investment, because what the investment gave me was the realization that there's nothing to fix. And in fact, I know the strategies. The real work that needs to be done is on my over reliance on strategy as being the primary way I make money. Because money doesn't always relate to strategy. Money actually more so relates to identity and your stretching of your capacity to hold, to self-regulate, to anchor in wealth. Like, they're the inner development things that you need to do on your wealth expansion to be able to make more money. It's not, but for me, that's been a big journey. Oh, I've still always been committed to the development, like the personal development as well. Like, so I've always been working on myself, but it's kind of like I keep defaulting back to this. Oh, but if I might go and learn how to build out some AI to do, and I'm going to do that. But you know what I mean? Like, there's always this gravitation towards strategy as being the thing that's going to get me to the next level. So some of the work that I'm doing today is some cord cutting around strategy makes me money. Strategy makes me money because the reality is, for me to become wealthier and more and attract more prosperity, I need to balance out the identity and the central nervous system calibration with the strategy. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to move forward. I'm just going to continue, because that's what was happening. I was strategy, 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 slowly building, slowly building, slowly building. And then I just went donk, 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 and I couldn't go any further because the work that I needed to do was around the limiting beliefs, the blockages, the identity, the holding, the building of the capacity, all of that side of things. So today I am writing a resignation letter from an old identity. And that identity is anchored in the belief that more money equals more strategy. So I'm cutting cords with that today. I'm doing that in my hotel room in Galway in Ireland because I'm that mad that I can't leave my hotel room because I need to do this stuff while it's coming to me. So I hope that helps you shift? Like, particularly for my salon and clinic owners out there that are always just ticking the boxes, like, yeah, I've got the break even, I've got the pricing strategy, I've got the marketing plan, I've got the this, I've got the that, all the tangible strategic items. And then you get to a point where you go, well, I'm a bit stagnant or I'm not moving as fast as I like. So what now? And the answer is not strategy. The answer is internal work. Releasing, cutting cords with versions of yourself that are acclimatized to certain income levels, certain bank account levels, and then, stepping into, calling in, becoming the version of you that unlocks much higher levels of wealth, prosperity, impact, freedom. It never ends. So I am literally walking to, and I'm somewhat regretting it because it is starting to not just spit but actually rain, and I don't want to get this beautiful coat wet. But I'm going on a food tour today, which I'm super excited about. I freaking love food. The only downside is that literally I feel like I'm putting on 1 kilo a day while I'm here, because with the rain and the weather, you can walk a lot, but when it's pissing down rain, I'm just finding myself sort of Ubering around, which means that not only am I consuming way too many plates of bangers and mash, but I'm also not getting the steps in, which is a recipe for disaster. So, food tour today just to add fuel to the fire. I've actually just spent the morning, this might seem so strange to people, but I actually don't own a credit card. And it kind of brought me a little bit unstuck the other day at the car hire place, because they made me buy all this extra insurance because I didn't have a credit card to secure the payment if I crashed the car, which really annoyed me because I feel like it's scammy, those friggin' insurances. I've got I didn't have no insurance, I had other insurances that I'd pre-purchased, so I didn't have to face their exorbitant fees, but they stung me anyway because I didn't have a credit card. And then it got me thinking, I'm obviously always flying around this world, business class mostly if I can, and I thought, why don't I get an Amex card? Because I've heard, I literally just got the biggest drop of water on my head, got me in the eye. I thought, why don't I get an Amex? Because I've heard all of these amazing things about the fact that you can buy all these things, make lots of purchases, earn points, and then redeem the points for flights. I know you're probably sitting here thinking, girl, what planet have you been on? But it's true. I do not own a credit card. I have not been using Amex points for business or for personal. So literally spent the morning applying for Amex credit cards. I don't know whether that's a good or a bad thing, but yeah, my last credit card, I think I cut up, it'd have to be over 10 years ago now. Just have not had the need to use them, didn't like the energy around them, but now obviously to optimize my travel, I think I better get one. So super exciting today, guys. We're going to eat a lot of food. I'm going to share with you some of the dishes. Oh shit, big puddle. I think I'm going to have to catch an Uber. It is literally pissing down rain. I'm going to share with you some of the dishes, some of the excitement of the day, because who doesn't love watching food? And yeah, I will check in as we go along for the day. Alright, so we're just trying this Irish coffee with whiskey. It's actually not bad. It's actually really nice. Wow, it does not taste like it's, no. I feel like that's nicer than an espresso martini.
Oh no, I agree.
Very nice. Yeah. Nice. What was this called again? Gurke.
So it's G-U-R,
Gur, which is bit of everything bread, basically. Bit of everything, all the leftovers.
Yeah, it's like leftovers originally. And this is one of the few places that still makes it. So it's a little
Because they didn't waste food.
It's like the secret food.
Which I can totally relate to.
It's the real flavor of Dublin. Originally no good cake would be the same, but of course they do the same.
Fruit cakey. It is fruit cakey. Wine for this one because we're having cheese. Can you excuse me?
Yeah, enjoy.
Beautiful.
Red wine, vinegar, and shallots.
I love an oyster.
Okay. They're really small, so not intimidating. Yes.
Put a little bit of. There you go.
I love oysters. They're also very healthy. They are great sauces. So if you're eating oyster today,
An oyster a day.
yeah. Oyster Dr. Way. Yeah, exactly.
Really nice. Delicious.
These are the boxy. Do you like them? Very special. Yeah. And the boxy dumpling, chili dumpling with parsley mayo. And that's a boxy bruschetta with goat cheese and tomato and dried onions. So what's the sauce? Okay. And I think it's delicious. Let me know if you like it. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna pay the bills.
Before I head out today, could be honest, like the weather, and I don't mean to be like ungrateful or like, because I absolutely love traveling and I really do appreciate that, you know, I have a 3-year-old at home that is being cared for a couple of weeks by her dad, but you know, people have put in a big effort for me to be here. So I don't want to sound ungrateful, but it's actually hard to travel here. Like Ireland's weather is just, it's not even, like I'm happy to be out in cold, but literally yesterday for the food tour, like it pissed down rain all day. Like I was absolutely soaked. It's just not even about the cold weather. Like it's just the weather is just so bad that you're just really limited in what you can do. So I'm going to a day spa today because I'm like, I've done the walking tours, I've done the food tours, I've driven to Galway. I'm not a museum-y type person. No matter how much I try, it just is a little bit boring to me. So I'm not about to go spend my day looking through museums. But yeah, I'm going to go to a day spa and I might even catch a movie. Like I know the Phorest team are getting in at around lunchtime today, which is really awesome. I love solo traveling. I really do. I did heaps and heaps and heaps of solo travel in my 20s and 30s. Actually, most of my, I'm just going to do my hair. Hopefully this will stay up for me. Most of my 20s and 30s was spent traveling alone. Around the world. So I love it, but also it gets to a point where you're a bit like, plus the weather, I feel like I'm a bit I haven't spoken to anyone, feeling a bit sort of kind of ready to hang out with people now, even though I'm like strangely the biggest introverted extrovert you've ever met. Like I am the type of person that literally gets to a point where I'm like, I actually can't speak to another human being like for the next 3 days. Like this is K18 by the way, guys. Dry shampoo, friggin' awesome. But it's so weird because it was working amazing. My hair literally has just become, I've had to swap products because I was using, I went to my hairdresser. I share the love on my hairdressers. I just go to clients and things like that. But the client that I'm going to at the moment put me on a brand of hair care that just, no matter how hard I tried, it just literally, my hair turned into an oil slick, which is not hard. As you can see, it's already somewhat of an oil slick. But before that product, this worked a treat, like almost too good. Like it was almost drying my hair right out. And then since I changed hair care, and then I've gone back to Kerastase now because my hair was just like out of control sticking to my head, just don't feel like the K18 dry shampoo's having the effect that it used to. I've even Googled, has it changed its formula? But it says no, and everyone still raves about it. So I don't know what's happened. It must be me, must be my hair. So yeah, I'm kind of ready to hang out with some people now. So Phorest team are coming in today, which is exciting. We've got a weekend of, well, tomorrow we've got some activities planned, which is awesome. And then we've got the conference Saturday and Sunday. No, sorry. Activities Saturday, which is tomorrow. Conference on Sunday and Monday, and then I fly out Tuesday. So, and then that will be the end. I will be going back to beautiful, sunny Gold Coast weather, and I cannot even tell you how excited I am to do that, because honestly, like I said, without being ungrateful, it's not like the easiest holiday here because it's cold, it's dark, like it's literally, I don't know what time it is now, probably 8 o'clock in the morning. It's literally pitch black outside, like literally pitch black. Like, so you know, you're really limited. Yesterday after the food tour, I ate so much. It was not even friggin' funny. Did not need dinner or any ounce of food after that food tour, but finished at about 2, and I just come home and, you know, hung out in the hotel room because it was pouring with rain, and I'm like, I was wet. I'd been wet and cold for most of the day, and I just thought, there's nothing really else I can do. Like, it's, you know, like I said, if you're not a museum-y person, then it's kind of like, you know, you've done the walking tours, you've done the things, and then it's like, what else is there? So, day spas. I might do a little bit of shopping. Funny thing, my cleaner had fallen well behind on my washing before I left. She had taken a couple of days off, and so when I went to pack my suitcases, I did not have enough clean clothing. Like, didn't have enough undies, didn't have enough socks, didn't have bras. Like, so I've had to go and buy some stuff whilst I'm here. And the funny thing is, like, I bought undies and bras, and it is actually quite hilarious because I cannot wear underwires anymore. Since having Peggy, it's just a no for me. Anything with a wire in it, go away. That is not happening. And then I found these bras that were like post-surgery bras. Like, they don't look ugly or anything, but they're just like, it says post-surgery, like you just wouldn't buy it probably. And I thought, it looks super comfy and it looks like it has enough support. So I'm just going to buy them, and they are rippers. Like, so I'm going to go back to Penny's today, and the undies that I bought are super comfy as well. I will show you them, and buy more while I'm here, because for me, it is hard to find good, supportive, non-underwire bras and undies that are nice material and don't, you know, chop you up. Just thought I'd show you guys what I mean about the morning. Like, it even actually looks a bit lighter in the phone, but this is 8 o'clock in the morning. Like, it's so dark, but awesome. It's not raining for now, which could mean I could even walk to the day spa. That'd be nice. I feel like I need to walk a bit more, so we'll see. I've just finished my day spa treatment. It was lovely, very, very relaxing, but I feel like day spas have a bit of work to do. In general, they do, and this is coming from conversations that I have with day spa business owners. You know, we've got a heap of day spa business owners in my program, in my coaching program, and there's always bottlenecks around some of the areas that I want to have a conversation with you about right now. Because even over Christmas, I went into a chain day spa and had sort of similar experiences. But there's a couple of things. I feel like day spa businesses don't really prioritise retailing. Now, obviously, I'm in a major city that is primarily tourist focused, so you understand that in your marketing and your client attraction, you're probably not looking for retention, right? They're not looking for retention from me today, but what they should have been looking for is opportunities to enhance my experience with recommending different products, different add-ons or enhancements, and none of that was done today. None of it. I didn't even know what skincare brand they were using on my skin. The skin conversation was limited to, do you have sensitive skin? In my opinion, if you're going to put anything on anyone's skin, there's got to be some form of skin consultation. There has to be. And it doesn't matter if you just, I'm not even saying just a spa range. Like, spa ranges in terms of skincare today have active ingredients in them. Like, a lot of them can be, you know, as soothing and sensory based as they are performance based. You know, so to limit your skin conversation to, is your skin sensitive? I just think, you know, it's just such a missed opportunity to get some more information from somebody to be able to and make some suggestions as to how they might be able to enhance their service with some upgrades or some other customizations or product recommendations at the end. There was none of that, which is a shame, because I'm not wedded to any one skincare brand either. Like, if probably running out of cleanser, to be honest. If they'd given me a good story today and some justifications around some of my own concerns, I probably would have bought some, right? So a real missed opportunity. And then even at Christmas time, when I was in the franchise spa, and I live in that area, so they could have got me on retention, and they tried to. They presented a package, but the way they presented it was not based on anything that I needed and what I was motivated by. They presented it based on price. It's like, well, you've paid this amount for this today, you could get 5 of these for X amount of dollars. Are you keen? I'm like, no. Price does not motivate me in the slightest. I'm not motivated by discounts or buy one, get one frees, or, you know, I'm motivated by
you know, how are we going to customize this experience to meet some of the needs and concerns that I've got, and then present it in a way that is compelling, or it makes me feel like I need it. I can't walk out without it. So just because you are possibly in a day spa business does not mean that you're off the hook, even with relaxation motivated clients, when it comes to making suggestions around skincare and enhancements of service. And if you're not doing that, you're just not giving people a proper service. It was lovely, but man, it was just missing so many things now, and even back in Australia at Christmas time when I went in there and I had a massage. So there's my 2 bogs worth. Hello vlog. Top of the morning to ya. I am just getting ready for a little pre-conference day with the Phorest team. We are doing a little tour. Bad lighting. A little tour of Dublin, and then we're going to head to a distillery because whiskey and all of that is a bit of the rage here in Ireland. Anything alcohol related is probably a bit of the vibe here. So it was super cool last night. I caught up with all the Aussie gang, the Aussie contingent of the Phorest Summit. All the, I suppose, not just the Phorest team, but all of the industry people that have come out from Australia here to check out the conference, which is super cool. They're all amazing legends. I'll feature them in the vlog entries up and coming. And yeah, I'll hopefully they don't mind coming on the vlog, but we'll see. But yeah, so distillery today. I actually cannot wait to have another one of those Irish coffees. Like you saw me on the tour, they actually tasted better than an espresso martini. Like, they were just so smooth. So I'm definitely, Sandy, who's the CEO of Phorest Australia, we have decided that we are having Irish coffees today at the distillery. They all got off the plane very, very jet lagged, so they were trying to stay up as late as they possibly could last night. So we were out having some cocktails. I think we made it to about 8:30 at night before they started really, like, eyeballs dropping off. But we were going to have an Irish coffee last night, but I'm like, guys, probably not a good idea to have the caffeine when you want to try and sleep. Your jet lag off. So that's what we're doing today. I actually went and had my hair blow dried. It was funny. I thought, I wouldn't mind getting my hair blow dried. And then I'm like, I walked out this morning to go and find somewhere for breakfast, because breakfast places here they open so late. Like, they're still not open at 8 o'clock in the morning. So it was a bit of a mission to sort of walk around the streets and find somewhere that was open at 8 o'clock in the morning. And then I thought, wouldn't it be nice if I could just find a hairdresser to give me a little bit of a bouncy blow wave? And I walked straight past one, and there was a lady in there sitting in the chair. Now, the decor was interesting. I nearly took some photos, and I thought, oh, maybe not. That might be a little bit mean. It was fake. If you could imagine this, like fake pink and aqua flower walls, and flower, like, rings of flowers around the mirrors. Like, it was, anyway, I just thought, oh, surely they couldn't bugger up a blow dry, right? If you're a hairdresser and you can't blow dry, you're probably in the wrong industry. So I stuck my head in. She was sitting in the chair. I'm like, hey, are you busy? You know, she's like, oh, we open at 10. This is 8 o'clock. I'm like, oh, cool. Do you mind if I come back at 10 and I'll get a blow dry? She's like, yeah, no worries. I'm like, oh, universe. And as I'm walking to a cafe, just delivers me a hairdresser who's not fully booked. And anyway, so I went and had a lovely blow dry with them this morning, and it cost me 20 euros, which is like nothing. But if you saw this place, you'd be like, and it was cash only. It's like, oh, the dodgiest hairdressing place you could ever imagine. But it did the job. They did a great job. And my look today. It's it's feeling a little bit like thick because I've got my long johns on and all of my undergarments, which makes me look very thick and layered. And we're bringing out the lubes today. It's lubey day. Because I feel like I really need to start wearing these. I need to start stretching them a little bit, because I feel like Christian Louboutin shoes are made very, very narrow. That is the reason why, if you saw in my socials me with the high heels on, I didn't buy the high heels because I literally felt like my whole foot was literally trying to be squashed into the high heel. Christian Louboutin shoes are not made for fatty Boomba feet like mine. It's just not, or wide feet, absolutely not. So I just found that my lubes by the end of the day just pinched that little bit. And also it doesn't help that I do have a bunion on one foot. So kind of like I got a bone hanging out, and by the end of the day it just feels a bit pinched on the side of my feet. So hopefully I have loosened these up, the shoelaces. Fingers crossed today that they hold out. We're only walking for an hour, but you know, I do tend to walk around a bit. It's not raining today, so I might even walk down there. It's about a half an hour walk. So hopefully, fingers crossed, they hold up and I don't limp around. Good morning, guys. It is day one of the Phorest Summit. How exciting. I completely forgot to vlog last night. We had a welcome dinner. We're so grateful to have you here. All of the Aussie contingent in attendance. It was beautiful. Like, it was just so nice. The food was amazing. Nights we had lovely wine. The company was brilliant. I wish I had remembered to vlog, but yeah, it was just really nice to connect with all of the industry figures, the business owners. There's lots of different people from the industry here, which is really awesome to see. If you've been checking out my socials, who have we got here? We've got Tamara Reid, we've got Carla McDermott, a bit of a mix between industry people and business owners. So Carla's obviously a business owner. Shakira from Hair Candy is a business owner. Then we've got all the Phorest team from Australia. We've got Jared Stedman from Mocha, Cameron Pine from InStyle. Who else have we got? I'm so bad. Lots of people, which is really cool to see because it's far. Ireland is very far away. So, you know, the fact that I would say 10 to 15. Oh, Alex Zotos from Ali Lucas. He brought a couple of students, which is awesome. They won a prize to come here. Yeah, sorry if I've missed anyone, but yeah, 10 to 15 Aussies with a great relationship with Phorest coming over to support, to connect. Super cool. So I'm going to put my look together for today. I'll definitely be vlogging that. I won't forget that, the important things. And I'll definitely be vlogging today from the conference. But how beautiful. So I said to you guys the other day about there's a shop here called Pennies. These pajamas are just to die for. It's like their Kmart, but just so much better. And I didn't show you like all the surgery bras that I bought. The comfiest non-wire bras. The undies are just all silky, and I bought all of these pajamas. They're just so silky and beautiful, and it's also so cheap. So I've had to buy some extra luggage. I'm not getting stung on the way here. They stung me at the airport for extra luggage, which is really annoying because I did fly business here, but then on the interconnecting flights, the luggage amounts reduce dramatically and they get you on luggage. So I bought some for the way back. They're not going to get me. So they sting me 90 euros, about 180 Australian dollars over in luggage here. And then I bought another 20 kilo bag for the way home. And that cost me 35 euro, which is about 70 bucks. Anyway, let's get ready. Here is my look today, guys. So excited. Dilemma, tag removal with no knife or scissors. Like, I've tried to bite this off. I've tried yeah, so that's going to be interesting. Here's the beautiful Hermes. Oh, the scarf. I bought this in Paris on the way here. This is just to die for. Now I just need to spend the next 10-15 minutes on YouTube figuring out how to fold this beauty. But when it all comes together, I will give you a look. Here's my look. Got the Hermes on. She's beautiful. A little bit worried about getting makeup on her. Hopefully, haven't looked at the washing instructions, but this is my age. I can take this. Looks good. Got my long johns on it. But you know, you can probably wear it like this too if it gets a little toasty in there, but here we are.
What so long there are? And all the guard that night are wrestling, so we restarted by the light.
Hey guys, so I'm just live at the Phorest Salon Summit. It's day one. It's been epic. It really has been an amazing event. Really, really good stuff. As far as highlights go, so I really enjoyed the AI segment. You know, it's just such a hot topic at the moment, AI. What does it mean for us? You know, but I really liked, you know, I think sometimes AI can be a little bit scary for, you know, technicians, professional services. It's like, are we going to be replaced by robots, you know? And it's definitely not the vibe. Like, the overarching sort of flavour of the presentation was that AI provides the infrastructure, but humans provide the experience. And that, I don't think we could ever replace the experience of a professional service as delivered by a human being at the quality, at the level that a machine would do it. You know what I mean? Like, so it's about enhancing the customer service experience by using AI, but not so much replacing the strong desire, and even more of a desire that we have these days in this time and with these generations, because there's a strong inclination towards connection and community. And they're seeing that in the trends with the different generations, and the newer generations, Alpha, and I can't remember what the other generation is, one of them, the newer ones, the ones that are emerging as purchasers, buyers, consumers of the hair, beauty and skin industry. Their biggest and most significant value is connection and community. So in a nutshell, the takeaways that I got from the AI presentation was that AI will provide the infrastructure, humans will provide the experience. And then the future-based trends of the hair, beauty and skin businesses that are really going to start to trend forward would be more about customization of experiences, so that we would actually eliminate just, what was the word for it? Just service menus in an analog format won't exist. It will all be customized services, that you won't have a service menu, that you'll have an assessment of somebody, and then you'll have a catered and customized experience, whether that be a customized facial protocol, a customized hair color experience, that everything's fully customizable. From the marketing front, it was more about innovation as far as new, exciting. They spoke about drops for marketing promotion. So drops in terms of, like, you wouldn't just have seasonal promos, like you would have a facial drop, you know, so, or a beauty drop of some kind. What else did they say that I really liked? So drops instead of launches, fully customizable client experiences, obviously using AI to take away some of the heavy lifting around prescription, home care prescription, treatment planning prescription, but obviously the human experience would be, you know, the delivery of that, the explaining of that, the educating around that, but the systems can actually do the prescriptions and the diagnostics. So heaps of really, really exciting stuff in the AI space. I really enjoyed it. What else? I reckon that's it so far in terms of profound experiences as far as golden nuggets go. So that's sort of day one, and then really looking forward to day two tomorrow. It's day two of the Salon Summit for Phorest. Super excited. Got my woolies on today as usual. 30,000 layers. Looking very thick. But better to be warm than absolutely freezing your butt off here. So it's going to be an awesome day. It's going to be a big day. Feeling a little bit weary because, of course, you know, we go out afterwards, and tonight we've got a big after party, and then tomorrow I have to fly out. So if you saw my room right now, you'd be like, when are you going to clean this up in between finishing up at the after party tonight and flying out first thing in the morning? But I will worry about that tomorrow.
My name is Chrissy Aljo, and I'm the founder of Freedom Mastery Business Coaching and Beast Mode Marketing Agency. And we help hair business owners build really good, solid foundations, mostly to get them off the tools. And we also complement that with new client acquisition, so new hairdressers or clients.
Good evening vlog. I'm just about to head off to the Phorest after party because it's the end of day 2 and it's been an absolutely amazing day. I probably would say my favourite speaker of today was an inspirational speaker, but the message was interesting, and I want to share the message because I think it's really inspiring for anyone, really. She was horribly attacked in an acid attack, the motivational speaker, and she gifted to the audience a thought that she had when she literally thought it was it. And I want to share with you guys because I want to spread the impact. I want to spread the message that she was sharing because I think it's really important that, I think sometimes we really take for granted the time that we've got on this planet, or as she was saying, you think you've got, all of this time and you think that nothing bad's ever going to happen to you. And that's not to say that you go and live your life in fear, or in anticipation of, something bad might happen, but definitely living your life in a way where she said she was just sort of lying there and it was all black and she thought she died actually. And she had like a rolling experience of memories and people and regrets and things that she'd wish she'd done and not waited, and conversations that she wished she'd had with people. And the takeaway message was just don't wait for anything. Live your life. Don't leave it, until you're she said there was some people that she witnessed in palliative care and things like that weren't going to get another opportunity. And her motivation out of the whole horrific experience that she went through in recovering from her burns and things like that was that, what she'd been given was a second chance, to really live life in a way that didn't delay, in a way that didn't postpone, in a way that brought joy and, and that everybody, and that she wanted to pass that gift on, that reminder that she had when she was in that horrific moment where she thought that was going to be it for her, which is, just puts everything into perspective, doesn't it? Because I think we do think we're immortal in some ways. I know when I think of my death, it's horrifying. Like I just can't even, I've definitely not made peace with the fact that I'm not here forever. I don't know about you guys, but every time I consider that life is finite, it just makes me feel sick to my stomach. I just can't even go there. But I do make an effort, to understand that time is finite and that you should really be, having the conversations, making the right choices for, happiness and joy and seeing the gifts and the gratitude in every single day. I definitely feel like I attempt to live my life in that energy and in that way of being. So I'm not doing a full outfit change, guys. Hang on, sorry. I did upgrade my shoes to some boots, if you can see those. And you'll be very excited, everybody. Even though I do not have a pair of scissors, I'm going to have to go find some. I'm taking out the YSL, the Parisian purchase. First time taking it out. I hope I don't wreck it. So I'm really not good with things. But I do need a pair of scissors downstairs to cut those off. But I'm hard launching the YSL, and that would mean I've hard launched all of my designer purchases from the trip. I have been wearing my Hermes bangle there. I just love that. It's so beautiful. And then I make the insane journey back to Australia tomorrow. 48 hours it's going to take me to get back, but that's just the trade-off for coming to this amazing event. I'm already thinking about next year. I'm not going to sign off yet because I feel like I might do some more vlogging from the after party tonight. You'll see a little bit more of me, and then I will be signing off for this vlog because it's been tremendous, such an epic episode 1 of my vlog. I'm so excited and some of the things that I filmed, I've thought, is anyone even going to be interested in this stuff? I don't know. I don't know. But, I'm just being me, doing me, and either you're going to like it or you're going to switch off after 2 seconds, which if you're up to this point, you've persisted. So good on you. I hope I've provided some light entertainment. But let's go to the after party. I don't want to be late, and see you there. Morning vlog. I'm just at the Dublin airport, about to start my 48-hour trip home, and I can't complain. Most of the leg is is in business, so I probably need to shut up, but it is going to take me 2 days to get home. I've got a 8-hour break between flights or a layover in Paris, which is where I'm flying to now, and then I've got to go to China and I've got another 6 hours. So that's the part that just annoys me, is the stoppage, not so much the being on the plane part. But it's the end of this vlog episode, and if you've loved it, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. This is just such a personal development exercise for me, because to be quite transparent, like a lot of the vlogs that I've done, after each vlog I'm like, is anyone going to care? Like, does anyone care about my life and what I'm doing? And there's the other part of me that goes, I'm not doing it for that. Like, I actually haven't created this vlog for you guys. I'm sorry if that offends you. But I've created the vlog to document my own experience and to anchor in moments in my life and in business and in my journey. And as a byproduct of that, if that helps somebody, or if that makes someone feel a little bit more human or normal or seen or validated, or then awesome. I've kind of killed 2 birds with 1 stone. But, you know, I've just got to keep reminding myself that this is about documenting my journey, to be able to really just look for the opportunities, self-reflect, think deeper, you know, and documenting that process I think really helps with all of those things. So I do hope you've enjoyed it. If you haven't, that's cool. I'll keep going. I don't sort of do things in my life based on the opinions or the feedback or the positivity of others. It's just not how I do life. And yeah, I hope you enjoy the ride.